Welcome to Kilimo Faida TV. I'm Mirimbira, and today we are in beautiful Homa Bay County at Faida Farms, where a green revolution is taking root, one stock at a time with Jun Cow fodder farming.
Faida Farms project is now officially in Homa Bay County, Nyanza region of Kenya. This is a project that helps more livestock farmers to establish successful enterprises that will be profitable. That's why today we want to take you through what we're doing here in Langwe sub-county, where we're helping a farmer, one of our beautiful clients who is all the way from United States, entrusted us to develop this project for him. We start with fodder, then we can go to livestock, and then by the end of the day we can have a successful project here.
Behind every successful farm is expert guidance. At Faida Farms, professional agronomists work closely with farmers, training them in proper techniques, guiding planting schedules, and monitoring soil health.
We did station an expert here, an animal health expert, who has been overseeing the rad preparation, the preparations for planting, and he'll take us through what we've been able to achieve so that you can see the power of trusting Kilimo Faida TV, so that you don't just start projects, but you start successful, profitable, and very fun livestock projects. Join us any day. Reach out to us. We are ready to visit your farm. We are ready to help you design your farm and become the next profitable livestock farm.
I'm Brent Kedake, an animal productionist expert from Kilimo Faida TV. We are here at Homa Bay County, in Langwe sub-county. We have come here in Langwe sub-county to plant our fodder crop, which is Jun Cow fodder crop.
But why Jun Cow? This fast-growing, protein-rich fodder is ideal for livestock. It boosts milk production and reduces feeding costs.
He was willing to practice this Jun Cow because he has known it's an advantage for his animal. The first advantage of Jun Cow, it has high protein content of about 18%. Then this Jun Cow grow fast for about 2 to 3 months to be ready for the farmer to harvest it. Today we'll take you through how to plant this Jun Cow fodder and the process taken through it until maturity.
Farm preparation begins with clearing, plowing, and leveling. Drainage is key.
So after the farmer gave us the contract to establish this fodder plot, remember in the second plot we earlier told you that we're doing a whole acre divided into 2 half portions. Number 1 is tilling the land, which we used the tractor and later employed manual laborers to do the furrows. As the cameraman can show you, we did very good furrows of 1 feet deep. And this is where we later applying fertilizer. And this will ensure that we have fast growth of the cuttings. And the impact of preparing the land was to ensure that the soil is fine.
Jun Cow cuttings are prepared by slicing stalks into 2 to 3 node pieces, ensuring each has a healthy bud.
So this happens when we're preparing the cuttings for the farmers. The reason as to why we prepare the cuttings the way they are, our main interest is the nodes. This is where the cuttings will germinate. Anytime maybe you're purchasing these cuttings from any other supplier, not Kilimo Faida TV, and then maybe you realize once they are supplied they don't have these nodes. Always know that this is what we're interested in, even when we're planting. So the reason as to why we also leave this space here is to allow the withering. When this cutting withers, and maybe you'll be transporting maybe from where we're getting them to your farm, and maybe you need to store them for 2-3 days, they won't go long or it won't affect the cuttings. And again, we don't cut straight. Maybe you're preparing some for your farm. Don't cut straight to avoid any maybe damaging the nodes. When you do slanting with a very sharp panga, it always ensures that they are well cut and they are easy to store for a longer period. In like this case, and any other case or any other project anywhere, everybody targets 100% performance of any crop that you do. And in this case, we're talking of having 100% performance of Jun Cow glass to ensure that our target of feeding 20 dairy cows with 1 acre here in Homa Bay, it's achieved. So what do we consider first? When planting, you need to have manure, or like you have to fertilize the glass. And in this case, because we didn't have enough manure on time, we've applied DAP fertilizer to provide the high phosphorus required for root establishment. Remember, Jun Cow is the best in terms of holding the soil. It has a very fibrous root system. So that helps. Again, it's the spacing. The spacing we need at least 3 feet from one line to the other. This will allow enough time, or like it will allow enough space for each and every line and cuttings to grow with adequate sunlight, adequate moisture, and adequate nutrients. So those are some of the basic requirements. And always remember, for an acre you require 5,000 cuttings to 7,000 cuttings. That will ensure enough coverage, and that will also ensure that you have enough biomass of up to 200 metric tons per acre per year.
No fertilizer should touch the Jun Cow during planting. It affects root development.
Remember, when you're planting your cuttings, any crop seed or crop material you're not supposed to have it in contact with the fertilizer you're using. May it be manure, may it be the synthetic fertilizers. So in like this case, because we've been using DAP, we first put a layer of fertilizer, we cover with the soil, half the trench, then we plant our cuttings. We've been using the horizontal way, and then we cover the cuttings. So that will always ensure that you avoid the cases of rotting or maybe cases of poor germination.
To maximize land use, Faida farm intercrops with sweet potato vines. It improves soil cover, prevents erosion, and provides extra food and income.
Every fodder farmer or every dairy farmer is looking towards fodder sufficiency. This is to ensure high or maximum production for his livestock or his or her livestock. So in this case, we're looking at not only providing the bulk feed, but ensuring that we have enough feeds, high nutritious, and incorporating all the substitutes that are available. That's why we're doing Super K fodder vines in between the furrows. This ensures that we maximally utilize the space that is between each line, and when we will be harvesting, we can be able to get the whole bulk crude protein from the farm. So it's a factor of ensuring that we have enough feeds, we have enough nutrients, and we maximally utilize this farm, so that our farmer in US, and we appreciate so much for giving us this job, being an ardent follower, and also referring other friends, and all those who are watching. It's at Kilimo Faida TV that you get the best when you want to start your project.
This project is more than just farming. It changes lives, creating jobs, reducing feeding costs, and empowering rural families with sustainable solutions.
So anytime we are implementing a single project, may it be the content that we create every day that we want to educate people, to empower them so that they can establish successful and profitable ventures, every project we do has a greater impact on the community. And in this particular case, if you see behind me, we have employed, since we started for a whole week, we've had at least 8 people per day employed by the project, the manual laborers, and we can feel that we're starting to pull some concept of economic empowerment. On top of that, they are seeing a new glass that we've not witnessed before in this particular part of the country, and this helps educate them and realize how they can improve on their daily or livestock subsector. On top of that, we are looking towards hiring more experts when it comes to maybe when we are establishing the farm. We have our team that will come to construct the farm, the dairy cows, the management of the dairy cows, and all this transforms the idea or brings the idea of socio-economic empowerment to the community. And we're happy because today when you are watching this, it makes you now realize that when you want to start your livestock project, may it be food lotting, may it be dairy farming, may it be maybe bull fattening, or maybe you want to do doper farming, you have a team that you can call and will come there to make your farm a Faida farm. Or maybe you're there outside the country in diaspora, and then you want people who you can send to your farm. They can really be able to organize everything for you and ensure that your project is going towards the right direction. You are home with Kilimo Faida TV and Faida Farms project.
From sustainable fodder to thriving families, Faida Farms is proof that smart farming works. Thank you for joining us here in Homa Bay. I'm Mirimbira, and this is Kilimo Faida TV, where we grow knowledge for a better tomorrow.